Hello, I'm going to create this video to describe the issue that I'm having and hopefully somebody can help me. Um, let's get started. So if you notice, I have a stack. Within the stack, the only components is these two buttons right here. And what I did was if I select the button, it's going to show the section and it's going to stay active, telling me that um, this section is displaying. Therefore, I don't have to click on this button anymore. And the moment that I um, look at a different section, now I can click it again to bring that section back. Um, I noticed that when I do all of this in the same layers, meaning all of my items are in the same place, it works. But the moment that I create my library component navigation as my header or my nav, it changes and nothing works. And I'm hoping somebody can help me either understand what am I doing wrong or if there's a bug in the system. So let me show you the next step. So the first button, what I did was I created an effect. I told it when they scroll through it um, to change states depending on if you're on section one or if you passed to another section. So I named all of my sections. Then I gave myself some space. Uh, this header sticky, so it always stays there. And I gave it a link to pass through. So because I cannot give it a link here, I had to go inside the component and then I added the link. And then that link now passes through as a variant outside the component, which is right here. And I just told it to link to this page. Um, and then uh, the section, I told it when I click it on this page, there's a section that I wanted to go to. So then, if you notice, the component, the navigation, the entire navigation is not a component yet. But the moment that I make it a component, is going to pass it through to the second level now. So then it gave it automatically, uh, it added instead of uh, just saying the section one and two, it added these two items, which are variants, in here because it's no longer on the same stage, it's in its own stage. So it gave it these two variant names to link to the outside, which is uh, this one and two. So then this section, scroll section, and I can change it really quick. call it this one in, and let's call this one out. Call it out. Okay. So in and out. When I'm in, it's active. When I'm out, when I'm not in, it goes back to default. So then if I go back over here, so it passed them through to the stage. When I'm in, I want this one that's linked to it now. So it's passing through zone one or group or scroll section one when it's in, and scroll section two when it's out. So I'll play it right now. So I'll click it, and you notice now this is no longer giving me that state animation of that pink. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Even though I gave it 150, it's okay. So it's working, but it's off. Let's say 0. That was weird. Now it's working. Okay. It doesn't matter, but it's working. So when this piece is working, so when this zone, I just have to adjust a couple numbers, the Y offset. It's creating active. Okay. So now I'm going to try and do the exact same with this button, but manually versus having to do it in the component now. Now that it's been created into a component, I noticed that once I change anything in here manually, it won't animate. So then if I go in, it'll take the animation of this one off. So then if I go in here and I give it a link, I'll give this. I'll call this section 4. And please call me out if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm just giving it a link. The animation is already there. So if I click here, you can see the animation is not working anymore. It's weird. So it's been jumping to where the animations won't work. Let's see if it even, yeah. So now even the animations here don't work anymore. So the moment that I even gave this a link, the transition stopped working. So you can see that it's no longer working anymore. And it breaks everything. So then the next step that I would have done is here, give it link, and I want to section 4. So um, on this test page, on this zone, I want to scroll to. Then if I go to the page, it'll go to the 4. But you notice it doesn't animate anymore. The animation is gone. And then let's go here. Let's see. There you go. So it lands there, but then if I tell it the next step, which is the same as this one but manually, so the next step is adding the effect. I want an effect that scroll variant, just that section. So when I'm inside that section, set a variable. And for I want it to be active. And when I'm out of for, I want it to be default. Kind of annoying that I have to click on it, or else I won't take the name. So I'm inside this nav. Within the nav, I have to give it the effect of scroll variance. And those now get passed to the nav bar right here. And I have to choose for, and it doesn't let me choose this, so I'm cool, whatever. And once I hit 5, then I'm out of 4 and it should be inactive. But none of the animations work. So the transitions are gone and none of the animations worked. And I have tried it with a lot of my other work where these nav items have sub menus, and I have tried different items, but it seems to be able to click to it, but that's it. I haven't successfully showed the active state like I did earlier. Once I um, start putting information into the component and I start adding and passing through information, the system, either I'm doing something wrong or the system doesn't want to play nice. So if anybody has any advice, or is it a bug or something that I need to install, or maybe even just do a code override, I will thank you so much for the help.